Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Benny. Today I'm going to show you what to do with a loaf of prime rib. Let's start it. So first of all, this is the select ribeye from Costco. So you can see, as you can see, after you open the bag, you see a lot of blood coming out. So we gotta be careful, try not to make a mess with it. So there you go, put a tray on top. Try as clean as possible. And the blood, gonna clean it off. I always have a towel handy. So put it back here. So first of all, we gotta clean off all the fat for now, just the fat for now. When you see the tendon or the gristle, try not to cut it off yet. So what we have to do is just trim off the fat first. Try not to put your finger in front of the blade. Take your time. Now we trim off the tendon, the silver skin, whatever you call that, the top part. Try to put a little meat with it so we can do something about it later. So we just trim it off like that first. Trim off the fat. Now it's the tendon. With a little bit of meat together. Top is done, so and then the side. This part is a little tough, but it's not too tough. So this little always, this is close to the bone, the ribs. So that's why, it's always have a small piece that, showing up. But this, a little chewy, just a little. But if you try to do like a steak or something, it will be chewy. So we trim it off. Okay, so this little bit fat left, so it should be okay for, like, if you like steak, you can right now you can just go ahead and cut it, like, maybe you can cut it in maybe 8 ounce per piece. Okay, so all this trim off from the top of the ribeye. So we're gonna do something with it later. So now I just start pushing it up like a ribeye. So I try to cut it like maybe 8 ounce each. For select, seems like a good quality beef. from Costco is the cheapest they have. So I clean my hand, my knife, my cutting board. Now we wrap it up. So as a small family, this big loaf of ribeye, I would cut it off and just wrap it like this. So we just wrap it up, store it. We can do it in the freezer. If you have a big family, it go faster. But then small family we have, I will just freeze them. So whenever we need it, we just take it out from the freezer and cook them. So now I just have to trim off the tough part of the beef and trim off the fat. The restaurant call that beef tips. Like a steak restaurant, they always trim off the tough part, and then they can use it like maybe they skewer it, like a barbecue for shish kebab or something. So this part, this big chunk of meat with a little fat, normally this is much tender than the one like this. Like the one like this is more tough, but these more tender. So what I'm going to do with it is like this part, I cut it like a chunk size. I'm gonna make stew with it. They are delicious, believe it or not. And it doesn't take too long to cook them. Probably a half hour, they already, very tender. Some people, they like stew, but then you see they buy brisket. That's even more tougher. But since we have the whole loaf of the ribeyes, so we can use this to make beef stew or beef soup, beef and vegetable soup. Okay, I'm gonna separate this as stew. And this part I use it for soup. Because this one is more tender compared to the other one. So for now, this is it. This one is the bottom part of the ribeye. So then this part is close to the ribs. So it will be more tender. Even though there's a grizzle or tendon around it, but then still compared to this one is the most chewy part of the beef tendon. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. If you like the video, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye bye.